Hey guys, Tech Guy 276. This is old news now, but I've been looking at a lot of like the Asus Padfone, and well, I think it's a great concept that needs to be utilised more. I know today, like, you've got phones, you've got tablets. Well, why don't you merge them one together? So this is just your one device that you do your computing on. I think it's a great utility if it's implemented well with other Android powered smartphones. Like, you just open up the back, and then you just pop in your Asus Padfone. Pop in the Asus phone from the Asus Padfone line. You put it in, and whoopah, you've got a tablet. But the only problem is, if you take the phone out of the tablet, that's it. It won't work. The tablet will not operate because it's basically got no operating system to run off. It's got no hard drive. It's got no solid state drive. It's got no floppy disk drive. All it is just a screen. That's it. Although I like this idea, I think I wish you could plug it into the micro USB port and then create a little hard drive, or if it had a USB port on the Asus Padfone, or even a micro USB port for micro USB drives, you could plug in a little flash drive for an operating system. Like, you could put I saw this thing a little bit ago. It's called no, I can't remember what it's called, but it's called the world's smallest game console, and it's basically the size of it's the size of the Galaxy Note, but a little bit thicker, and it's got a little thumb drive in it that you stick into your TV. It's a thumb drive, but instead of being the regular USB, it's a HDMI, and you plug that straight into your TV via a HDMI port, and then you start controlling with your Android powered TV. You can download games like Jetpack Joyride, other things like that. Everything's been stuff, it's not got touch sensitive, because there is games out there that actually have physical controls. I think Minecraft do it, but I don't think it's been used well. Basically, you get the controller, you select the game by going through. It might not be the best experience, but it's still on a fun. It's the world's smallest Android powered thing, computer gaming console, and you can select Facebook. You can scroll down on Facebook. It's got a little scroll pad on the game controller bit. You can play games. You can play Scrabble. You can play all those sorts of games. And I forgot what my original point is now. Right, I'll revert back to the Asus Padfone. You just plug in. Oh, that was it. You basically get a micro USB drive and plug it into the Asus pad from the Padfone line, and then it runs on an Android powered device because it's got its own operating system. It's got its own memory where it can store to. So why not? With the Asus Padfone, I think I've mentioned this on one of my previous blogs, not podcast blogs, my written blogs. You could, say, right, you've put the phone in the pad, and you get a phone call, or you receive a text message. You can reply to that text message just right off the messaging app. And if you get a phone call, you don't really want to put it on speakerphone. If you're doing a private phone call, you don't really put it on speakerphone, do you? All you do is accept the phone call. You connect up the stylus, and then it's the stylus that you use has got a microphone in it, a speaker, and I think I'm about to be pelted with snowballs. There's loads of things. That it's not. You can't slot it into the pad line. There's no slot where it can go. Say like you've got a gallery and you're watching videos on the pad, and then you take the phone out, it will continue playing where you left off from the pad. So there's nothing. All it'll say is loading or connecting or something like that, and then it'll work. I think it's a brilliant idea. And it works with. It doesn't work with. It only works with native applications. So like gallery and email and clock and I can't think of any settings. All of that stuff, or dialer or phone or messages. It'll only work with the native applications. But if you download, say, Gmail or writing applications. Say if you're doing a document using a Bluetooth keyboard on the tablet, well, if you want to take that phone out, make sure you save it before you you've got to save it, then quit the application, and then take the phone out, because otherwise your app could crash. And I'm not exaggerating. Your app could crash because it's trying to alter the screen dimensions, like. And it can't do it because it's not native, because it's not been written into the code. But if it was written into the code, like if you got some applications made by Asus, or if they're actually on the Play Store, I think they would actually work. Like changing the screen dimensions on the fly. Yeah, I forgot what I was talking. Yeah, the Asus Padfone. I've not seen much of the Asus Padfone 2. A lot of people, like, they got a lot of feedback from the Padfone 1. Like, they open the hatch of the Padfone 1, and you place the phone in, but everyone thought it was clunky. Like, why is there like a switch where it releases the Padfone, where it releases like the hatch where you put the phone in, and then they brought it out with the second one. I don't know if it's been released. It's been shown off at CES, but I don't know if it's been released. It's basically the size of the phone, the slot on the back. You just slide it in, and it's connected. And it's just basically like that. It's got a quad-core processor with 2 gigs of RAM or 1 gig of RAM. It's amazingly fast, and it's an amazing tablet. I don't know. The one thing that gets me, say if you root the phone, like the Asus Padfone, if you root that with using like a special ROM, or just a regular ROM, will it actually work on the pad? Because you're only rooting the phone side and you're not rooting the tablet side, so it's getting 2 different operating systems. And I don't think it's, unless you get what was that thingy? Paranoid Android. I did a podcast about it like two or 3 weeks ago. I think Paranoid Android would work because it's got 2 different modes, tablet mode and phone mode, and I think you could alter the settings around. Like if screen dimensions are 1380 times by 860. It would show it as tablet, and if it was like whatever, I don't know. And also just one more thing. If you've ever owned an Asus Padfone and you keep sliding in the phone in and out, would the screen get scratched? That's just what. I know there might not be any materials that's in there to scratch it, but if you're constantly bringing it out, I think it's going to have more wear on the screen than the actual like pad itself. You can charge. Say if you're low on battery, you can charge the tablet up, but you can't use it. Basically, you put the phone into the tablet, and it charges the phone, so it works. and it charges up, and it charges up for about. It only gives you like 4 hours of extra battery if you're actually using it or something. I think the tablet holds like 1,200 milliamp hours of battery. I'm not sure, but it gives it like that little extra boost. Right, thanks for listening, and thanks for listening to me ranting on about the Asus Padfone, which came out almost 2 years ago. And I'll see you next podcast. Bye.